Can we close the door so I don't keep looking outside and looking at people going, hi?
Okay, are we ready?
I have a long list of different smiles that you can do, and every model should be equipped with these. Everybody can't handle the long list. The list is like 275 smiles, but that's for advanced. So I'm gonna give you the beginner's course, which is 7 different smiles. The first is smiling with your eyes. This is, you don't really smile with your mouth, maybe a little, but not really, but it comes from your eyes. So this is not smiling with your eyes. And this is smiling with your eyes. We have an angry smile. That's when you have to pretend like you like somebody, like maybe your boss or somebody, but you really don't. So you want to smile because you can't be like a little rude, you know what. You got to kind of have to be professional. So that's a... Shoulders are very sexy, and I don't think women use them enough. So here's the flirting with boyfriend smile. Turn shoulder slightly to your subject, tilt the head down, and go, Someone just gave you a diamond ring smile and you have no idea why, but you're really excited. It's a surprise smile. It's the commercial smile. This is when, you don't want to be too high fashion with your smile. You want to relate to everybody. Hi, or over the shoulder is best. There is a high fashion smile that's often seen in American Vogue magazine, and that's, this is the worst smile of all. You never want to do this. Smiling with the lips and not the eyes. Do you see me? Cheese.